Hello YouTube, Snowshoe here. Welcome back to BluePrince. Continuing where we left off, starting day 3. Now, when I ended the last video, I noticed that I didn't show the recap screen. I'm sorry about that. So I'll make sure that before I end, we'll see the recap, but that's my bad. New game, just learning. But yeah, we're gonna continue. We didn't learn anything about the outside world yet. Oh, hello. What are you? Master Simon, good morning. It has come to my attention you have been granted a daily allowance to use while on the estate. If it is convenient for you, I will leave the required sum here in the entrance hall each morning. Oh, thank you. If there is anything else you require, please do not hesitate to ask. Even though we have all been requested to remove ourselves from the premises during your stay, I can assure you I am still personally overseeing the estate and at least operating at a baseline standard of service I hope you will one day come to expect of us. That is from Miss Babbage, house manager. Well, what did you give me? A coin. Okay. So this is why I said it is a roguelite and not a roguelike. I hope I am saying that correctly, because my understanding is that a rogue-like, L-I-K-E, is every run you start off and you have everything new. But a roguelite, L-I-T-E, you can get like permanent upgrades that help you in each run. But now we have an allowance, 1 coin. It's great. And we'll start off. Where are we going now? Well, I don't have any... Okay. Blueprint. We're starting off. Let's do the den. We'll get a gem in case we need it to make another room. And this will get us to the corner at least. And then in this room, it should be an A. Pray and pry. Okay, that stayed the same. So, the photos, or the rooms may change. The photos will stay the same. If they don't stay the same, they'll at least be the same letter. So this has to be some kind of clue that spells out in the grid. We have a good amount of them already. But we don't have any full words. Nothing makes sense in the columns yet. The rows look like they could be words. Yeah, so we'll just have to keep going and see if we can fill that out more. Any specials in here? No? Okay. See if we can get to the corner. Great. Parlor, love it. Parlor has the puzzle. Thank you. Anything else? Haven't seen anything else in the parlor yet, just the boxes. Alright, what is it today? This box is blue. That is true. The gems are in a true box. That could be true, that could be false. This box is black. That is true. So if that is true and that is true, this has to be false, which means the gems would be in here. Okay, good. I'm not an expert at puzzles. I'm okay at puzzles, but it's going to be upsetting one day when we don't get that right. So what do we have here? We have some sand dunes and a pudding. Is that flan? Flan, spoon, sand, dune. Desert and dessert? Desert and dessert would mean that we're getting an S here. which means that the bottom row spells safes. S-A-F-E-S. And when I say bottom, I mean this is S-A-F-E-S. We also have G-H-T, C-R-A-K. That's probably C, although it's not confirmed yet. We have a D, T-E-S. We have E-I and G. But that's all we have for right now. That must be our allowance is 1, and then our star is 2, which is from the observatory. And start moving up on the west wing. So the bedroom is a free space. The chapel, we lose a coin every time we go through it. As long as we don't have to come back, it's okay. So how do we want to play it? We do want to go up north, though. We've only made it to, like, rank 6 is our highest. We're, like, nowhere near the antechamber yet. So maybe for this run, we'll just forego the coins. Boom. Back to 0. Nothing in the pews. Pretty sure that there's some kind of a puzzle. It has to do with these stained glass windows. We've wrote down. So we know that there's the 1 through 7 and the different pictures. But that hasn't brought us anything yet. And nothing there. Nothing with the book. Alright, let's check. This should be to the east. Okay. Bedroom will connect to the den, but then we can't do anything. Nursery. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps. Or the storeroom. We can use... doesn't matter what we do, it's going to be a dead end. If we do the coin... we have to come back through this room, we're going to lose it right away. So basically all we're getting is a key and a gem, which is good. But with the nursery, anytime we draft a bedroom, we'll gain 5 steps, and that might be pretty huge. Getting this early on so that every time we draft a bedroom, we can get some additional steps. Anything in here? That was the... is that the Diamond Miner? And... stairs. So stair and star. It'll be an eye. That's a pretty cool toy. I don't know if that would be a wooden dinosaur or a wooden dragon. Some blocks, a little playpen. We saw the nursery in the security room cameras. Oh, key? Alright, that's great. We have a book. The Red Prince by Marion Marigold. Marion was our mom's name, but it can't be Marigold, because that's not our last name. Maybe this is somebody else? Or I guess it could be a nom de plume, a pen name. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies, and a red castle made of stone. Red stone? Are you using, like, netherite, or... I don't know, what else would be red? You're just dyeing concrete. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. And that contradicts what we learned on the memos, because it said that red memos are a lie, unless written by hand. And I do not remember all this. I have my notebook, and that's the only reason I want to make sure that we're doing this proper. Flag, stop sign, fire hydrant, lobster, apple, rose, wagon. All traditional red things. Honestly, I would prefer Granny Smith apples, but red apples are fine. I would say, like, if the Red Delicious apples are pretty low tier. You want, like, well, Granny Smith is probably my favorite, but a Sugar Bee or a Honey Crisp, I think those are pretty top tier. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? A story he had read in the bath and the bed. And maybe you can guess with the clues we have said. That's probably reading The Red Prince. Some good detail in the art. They have, like, the reflection of the water showing, like, the crown and his book. Good artwork. It was a story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. Trying to see if there's going to be anything in the background that gives us any clues. Grandfather clock. Just a table, chair, probably a lamp. And as you, my reader, might already assume, the book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. It's the same page. Fire hydrants, the wagon, the apples, stop sign, flags. Story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. Okay. Any kind of pattern? Stars, seahorse, cloud, same mobiles. Each of them. Okay. Let's head up north. So we have dead end, or room that shows us to the east. We don't have any money, but we don't want to give ourselves dead ends this early, I don't think. Trash can, staff notice. So yeah, with and without. This is Crow and Row. We're at 1-3. Yeah, so we already had this. So this is a red memo, but it's typed. So this is not true. So day 12 to day 16, this is not closed. Vending machine. Nothing we can do with the game. Nothing to do with the water. What are we selling? Magnifying glass. That might be really helpful to look for clues. Sledgehammer, the sleep mask we had gave you extra steps if you were in a bedroom. Don't know what running shoes do. So maybe if we can get 4, we'll come back and try and get that magnifying glass at least. So if we do the pantry, we get the 4 that we need, but we end this side. Storeroom, again, we'll lose the coin once we go back. And the kitchen will get us back north. Food for sale, which we can't buy. Maybe we should just take the coins so that we can get something, a new tool. There's usually fruit in here, yeah. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. That stayed the same. So 3 steps. Where are we at? I and tiers are... Well, we have this one already. Alright, let's buy the magnifying glass. We can inspect things more closely. Can we look at this and see the scratched out? We can. Well, that's not an 8 then. That's an S. S-W-A... N? S-O-N-G? Swan Song? Does that look like what it is? Write that down as the terminal password? Yeah. Alright, magnifying glass is paying off already. But now we have to go back to the main entrance. Hallway is always good. Guest room will give us steps, but I think we're okay for right now. Drafting room. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. That doesn't help us, and we lose the door to the west. So we should do the hallway so we have a door to the east. Right, we're just playing the odds that we can get around easier or better by having more options. Got the kitchen again. That'll go up. The spare room has nothing in it ever. It's just a pass through. The bedroom will go down. But we're going to lose our gem. But that gives us 2 chances to go up. So we should probably do that. And then we'll see what this one gives us. Well, we can't do that because it's a gem required. Corridor gives us up. Utility closet. It was nice because it had the breaker box. We could turn off the electronic doors. But I think we need that plus security in order for it to be effective. We haven't come across anything else that, oh, the dark room. It opened, or it turned on the lights in the dark room, which was good. But let's just keep trying to make some progress north. And instead of going in here, I think we should go in here. The main course is served in the dining room. The main course is only in the dining room. Get a country stew pie. Mashed potato Parmesan cheese crust. Delicious. Love it. Plus 10 steps if we have a boiler room. Haven't seen the boiler room yet, but we need that to power the lab. And then we don't have any... Those are the exact same items, but we don't have any coins, so... Anything else in the room? Original KitchenAid. We can't, like, open the, no. Yeah, so we have this room. The Nook will keep us going, and we'll get a key. There's the... We have clock, and we have lock, so this is a C. Okay. So that means that the third row is crack, C-R-A-C-K. Can't do anything with the book still. That was you telling us to do a journal. No. We're missing out on security. The terrace is going to be a dead end. And the closet is going to be a dead end. So even if we go back to the entrance hall to the east, we can only get possibly those 3 rooms. So right now, corridor is the only place we're going up north. So would it be better to have green rooms that don't cost a gem, or to get 2 items? It's probably a 50-50 at this point, but let's do some items. At least we know it's a guaranteed 2. We already had that. Okay, so we have to go back now. And this is our north. Where are we at? We're at 3-3. Okay. So if we had picked the terrace, this would have been free, but now it's going to cost us the 1 gem that we just got. But it does give us 2 paths. And having more ways to go is better. Oh no. Well. Don't have the key card, and we don't have the security room. We don't have the shovel. We do have keys, though. What are the chances? What are the chances? That is some solid RNG. So now we can just use this. Each day a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8. Oh, that's why the cloche was covered. We've never been to rank 8. So that might be pretty good. That'll put us at 5. And if we run out of steps, we can come back if we make it up that high. So I think that's a good play for right now. But let's see what we can get going to the west. Well, we can't do that. That's a dead end. That's a dead end. I don't think red rooms are good. I think red rooms are penalties. Even though this doesn't say anything. But we know that the breaker box can help us in the future. We have the key card, so we're going to leave that, but we can turn these on. And then turn the power on to the garage. I don't think that that matters because we haven't drawn it yet. Toggling of the breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Please call... Does it say DC power? Is Mount Holly in DC? I don't know if this is an actual place or not. Where are we at? We're at 2-4. No, we don't have that yet, so... Is that coat and cot? So it's an A? Alright. So now we have dates for row 4. D-A-T-E-S. Dates, crack. And then we have I-G-H-T, so it could be like night or light. Then safes. Dates, crack, something safes. We don't have the shovel, so we can't do any digging. So now we're at 3-5. And that's tiger and tier, so G. EIG is probably 8. 8 dates, crack, something safes. I don't think it matters which way we go now. Oh great, it's locked. Lose a key. Walk-in closet has 4 items? That could be huge. But the observatory, we get the star, which gives us a perk for the day. But I think the 4 items are going to be more important. Since we only have one way that we can go. Doesn't matter what we do. So let's see what kind of items the walk-in closet can give us. Hello. Oh, here we go. We have a gem. We have the coin purse. Key. And something else. The coupon book. Then we have the... Was it pilot and plot? Okay. So nothing great. But maybe it'll help us to draft something going this way. We either need to continue to go to the east, or we want to try and make our way up north. Okay, so good thing we got the gem. because that's the only thing that's going that direction. It doesn't completely block us off. We can go possibly down, over, and up, but we can go up from here. I know that we're going to burn our gem, and that's bad, but you have a lot of photos, or pictures, drawing. Each time you click on the door, you will draw 3 floor plans. We know that. You must select one. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3. Okay, any hidden clues? No. Pretty good representations of the rooms. Anything hidden in the text? Don't think so. So maybe this does not have any artwork since it's all over the place. We won't know what this room is. Fireplace has to be hiding something, right? Clock still works. Oh, we do. Chart and cart. That's H. Are we at 4-5? Yes. Hello. That is Herbert sitting in that chair. Does everything look the same? The vase is the same? The chair is facing the same? The clock is back there. Why is that candlestick different? See how that one, the candelabra, is 3 up, and then this one is 2 up, but this one's bent? Oh, hello. Okay. We are in the drawing room, and there is a safe. Is there... We can't inspect the painting. Is there anything on the back? No. Why are all these photos measuring the gates of... Like they're measuring the length between the feet? The boy running, the man walking. They're all marked. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Yeah, there's 5 different types of photos. I don't think it would be a 5-digit code. So maybe we just don't have enough information yet. But we should write down that there is a safe in the drawing room. Drawing room safe. Then we don't know the code. Okay. Where should we go? Let's try south first. We have security, but we can't go into it. The bedroom does nothing, and spare room does nothing. So we can try bedroom, and maybe we'll get an item. Otherwise, I think that this is a bust. Hello. You have a... Is that a crescent moon pendant? Anything? Looks like there might be something behind the picture. I don't see any kind of like a secret code or anything etched in anywhere. Can we... Nope. Can't rotate. It doesn't look like we can take the photo out. Is this the fur and fire? Yeah. Nothing there, nothing there. Can't do anything with the hat. It's a fun table. Hello. Greetings from Reddington. Is that a 1? Or is that just some kind of a mark at the bottom? Now it's like, great, everything is a clue. Everything has to mean something. Oh, I don't see anything other than just that mark at the bottom. Maybe there are other postcards? There's also like this little dot over here. Maybe it doesn't mean anything. Okay, so that was a bust. Ooh, good thing we have keys. No! Oh. Okay, we can still continue. Nope, we can't. We're done. Oh, we can redraw, though. Oh, yes. No, no. Never mind. I got really excited, but it takes 2 gems. Check 1 item and retrieve it on another day? I don't know if I want to do that, because... What if you have an item that you want to use, but it's in the coat closet, so it's not available anywhere else? We don't know if there are multiple items, multiples of each item around the house. And then the storeroom is not going to give us anything. forget it. We'll try it. We haven't seen this room. Oh. Where are we at? We're at 4-6. We have stage and stag, so that's E. Check item. Not responsible for the content of garments or articles left overnight. Coupon book, I don't care about. Coin purse, I don't care about. Magnifying glass is good for clues. The key card is great for making your way around. I don't know how rare the key card is. We could retrieve on any day you have the coat check. Let's do that. Maybe that'll be big brain. There is like the door back here that you could see on the floor print. See how there's a door that goes down? I wonder if you can get back there and just like get all of the items or something. Okay, so we're toast. We can go back to the entrance hall since we have some steps and see what we can do over to the east, but it's not going to make us any progress. And we don't have a gem. At least this will get us through. Is this accurate? Can you see the fountain? Oh, you can. Okay. We can't do that. Boudoir will give us... Is that the one with the safe? Yes, there was a postcard here, yeah. Yes, please use this. Is there a number? No. So this was just here to give us the clue to open the safe. Okay. Anything else? Oh, you're already open. Are you just going to be open every time now? That's convenient if you don't have to put in the password every time. And nothing else. Okay. Well, security's not going to do us anything. We haven't been to the billiard room yet, have we? I don't think so, but there's a puzzle in here. So let's do that. Nothing else, at least we'll get some puzzle going. Some chalk. Oh, we got like a full bar. Nice. Everything's nondescript. Anything hiding down here? No. The darts. We had a clue about that last time. 42414. Then straight pool 9-ball. Q doesn't have anywhere to go, so you always have 2 Qs just sitting on the table. Five, 8, Q, 13, 15. It's red, it should be the 3. Is that 12? Okay, well, darts is the puzzle. So what do we have? We have plus, minus, times, divide. Said it was a math problem. So we're like filling in numbers, plus, minus, times, divide. Dart here. Okay. Let's see. So this is highlighted. Oh, you have to click into it. Okay. Okay. So plus. So this is 5 plus 1 is 6. Plus, minus, multiply, divide. Is that why they gave us the 4 operators in that order? 18 minus 4 is 14. 3 minus 1 is 2. 4 times 5 is 20. 10 minus 4 is 6 times 3 is 18. Easy. Oh, what is this? Silver key. Unlocking a door with a silver key leads to a room with many doors. Good to know. We're not going to be able to find that out. So I guess we're calling it a day. Let's see how we did on the recap. Not very well. Mount Holly, the mid-sized villa. 23 rooms, reached rank 6. Items found 4, new rooms 6. Okay, so we did get a good amount of new rooms. I wonder how many days it takes to beat this thing. I mean, it's RNG, so it's got to be different for everybody. Let's get our allowance. And I always start that way. Let's start this way. Utility closet right off the bat. But that ruins that whole side. I don't want to do that. At least with the den, we know we get a gem. Because it looks like that's going to hold us back the most. Any other goodies? I don't think so. Bedroom is good. Pantry is good. Nook is good. Let's do the Nook just so that we can get the key. I mean, they're all perfect for this corner, which is great. But I think I'd rather have the key than the money right now. But are we more likely to run into the commissary early? Because the key, we don't really usually run into locked doors until around like rank 5. Oh, goodness. These kind of decisions were like later on in the game when I run into an end, I'm like, why didn't I just do that at the beginning? Let's do key. At least we know that it's a for sure key. Hopefully we'll need to use it. No items. No books. Nothing on the radio. Okay. Well, we have the den, so we can always go up. So let's take the breaker box early. We'll turn this off for now. Maybe getting it this early is a bad strategy, because if you ever have to make any changes, there's a long distance to travel. We don't want the kitchen. We'll take the hallway. Anything? Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. That's not true. Sorry. We can get our key card back, but it dead ends us. And so basically the east wing is going to be pretty much shut off unless we can make our way up straight or around the west. But I think having the key is good if we don't have security. And then we're going to have to burn a couple of steps because now we can actually have this on. And if we don't get the security room, it's a non-issue. Now let's see how far up we can go. Courtyard is good. Parlor is gem puzzle. Corridor is always unlocked. Courtyard's been hit or miss. Sometimes we get an item, sometimes we get a chest. Is it worth spending on the gem? Maybe? We do get an item. We got the shovel again. Great. Okay, at least we have the chance to dig something up. Pebbles are nothing. There's no chest. And of course we got goose-egged. There's nothing to dig up over here. Well, we're going spare room. Never anything. Never anything. Corridor is always unlocked. And we're at 3-4. Okay. Nothing. We can do the parlor. At least we have a puzzle, and it'll give us a chance to keep going. I don't know if the wine key is going to be the only thing, or if there's ever going to be anything like back here on these tables. It's even worth checking. This is the black box. That is false. This is the black box. That is false. The black box is not empty. So if that's true, then we're doing this. Easy peasy. Nope. We've already used our key. But we were at rank 5. That's where I thought we would start using them. Whenever you enter the gymnasium, lose 2 steps. Well, that's not good, but if we do the commissary, we take the possibility that we'd have to go around to get back up here. But at least with the gymnasium, we can go straight through. And then if we get stuck, we can always go down and try and connect down here to the entrance hall to get some more rooms. Probably not the best strategy, but I guess let's see what's down here. We don't need to go into it. Pantry we don't need. The bedroom will bring us over to the west wall. Just take a look. Can we see anything? Doesn't look like there's anything in there. So we won't worry about it for now. We'll just keep going this way. And we did not get anything going north. So that's going to be the end of this run. Wow. What are you? An ivory die. +1 die. While drafting, you may use to re-roll. Oh, that's convenient to be able to carry that around. Alright, well, I guess we'll go this way and make sure that there was nothing in here. The garage, we haven't been there, and we had the power for it. There's a key thingy, but I don't have a key. Oh, I do have a key. That key doesn't work on it, though. Christoph, this is the 3rd time, underlined, this month, you and the car have been gone when your services were required. I don't care how long you have been driving for his lordship. Your absence must be accounted for, Miss Babbage. Okay, so she is laying down the law. Where are we at? Or so we already know that. Anything in the car? No. We do get our keys. Garage door opener. It's pretty modern. So now that I turned it on in the breaker, does it work? It does. So where does that put us? That puts us outside the map. You know what? Hold on one second. I feel like I just need a little bit more. Okay. So does it? It doesn't even show us. Okay. So this is like the other gate that we saw on the west side, but now we're on the east. We can't go anywhere over there, but there is an opening here. Is this too big of a hill to climb? Yes. Sorry. Just put it there. brings us to that gate that was locked. Oh, we can open it. The west path. The west gate has been permanently unlocked. Permanent changes do not reset each day. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. This does have permanent things that go with you. Hello. What are you? Little home in the middle of a rock? Oh, we can draw? Hovel. Special floor plans now cost steps instead of gems. That would be good if you had, like, the dining room and you made it to rank 8. You were able to get those 30 extra and then not have to worry about spending gems. The tool shed. 2 special items. The root cellar. Rooms in your house will be more likely to contain dig spots today. Well, that would have been fantastic if we got this right off the bat. Let's do the tool shed. We'll see what kind of special items we get. Oh, sledgehammer. You can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. Oh, okay. You can save keys. Oh, what are you? A lockpick? You usually be able to unlock some normal doors. Oh, this would have been fantastic if we got that right off the bat. Okay, well, we have this sledgehammer. Let's see if we can break that wood door. Where was it? Down? Wasn't it down over here? Can we just shatter this now? No. That is not the solution to that puzzle. Can we... Oh, that's a dead end. I need to go back up. I know it's a combo lock on the orchard. Maybe we can sledgehammer it off. Just not worry about the combo. I don't think that's it. I'm reaching, I understand, but you never know with these games. Be like, you used the watering can on the chimney and now this happened, even though there was no fire. No, all we can do is put in a code. Oh, and there was that photo that we saw that had, like, the heart with the initials in it. That would probably be good with the magnifying glass to get some context on that. Okay, I have 19 steps. The lockpick set might be pretty awesome. Maybe we should go throw that in the coat check. Because not having to worry about keys when you hit locked doors could be huge. Were you over here? Yeah. Can we check multiple items? No. Okay. Alright, well, we're gonna have to call it a day. No, we won't. What am I talking about? We can still do some more rooms. There are just all these little rooms down here that might give us something, but... Kitchen is the only one that gets us going still. And so, here's the menu. See anything else? And then you were the room that had that photo. Shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I won't have enough. Won't have enough steps to make it back. This is a bedroom. It's going to give me 10 steps. That is a furnace. It's not going to do me any good. Oh, 6 steps though. But now I'm an extra room back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think we can do it. Guess you really don't want to... You don't want to end your day until you've explored everywhere, because you have no idea which rooms you're going to get, even if they're not in the right spot to help you out. E2. So we're stuck, but... Where? Oh, I don't have the magnifying glasses. Run! Goodness. Never mind. Call it a day. Forget I said anything. Here I thought I was going with like 200 IQ. I was going with 2 IQ. Cozy cottage. Yeah, we didn't get very far. New items. Couple of new rooms, but we got the outer room. And that could be very useful. Because now we should be able to get that right off the bat. Diastico. So how many steps are we going to lose by doing this? Quite a few. Did I lose one going over the bridge? No. Okay. Schoolhouse. 8 classrooms. Today's draft pool. Or dig spots. Dig spots are great if we have the shovel. But what are the classrooms? Let's try for dig spots first. Maybe the shovel will be in here. Potatoes. What are you? Search continues. Author and illustrator whose fanciful stories named Marianne Marigold. Last seen by a Friday getting into a carriage after a late. No sign has been found yet. Was last seen by a... Huh? Getting into a carriage after a late... It's a weird place to cut off a article. No shovel? No shovel. Anything in here? What are you? Mount Holly family tree. So what do we know? We know Daniel. Is there a Daniel on here? Okay, well, there's Herbert. And then Daniel and Marianne are our mom and dad, apparently. So we're like down here. We're not even in this. Is there somebody over here that got removed? Lord William Epson, Lady Ashlyn, Lionel Epson, Clara Epson, Simon Sinclair, Mary Epson. So is this tree broken? Like, wouldn't these two be married and then give birth to Mary? But why would she have Epson as the name? Especially if the Sinclair family name is the one that's all... Because those two should have these two, and then these two should have these two. And then if these two had Mary, why Epson? Okay, interesting, but I don't think it helps us. At least not currently. Okay, so we have 4 dig spots if we get the shovel. Then I want to explore up there, but I'm afraid that we're going to lose a bunch of steps. Because I want to see what the side of the house would look like if there was no garage. Or garage. But... okay, so we lose 6 steps every day by getting that room. Let's go straight. Or not. We just pick a direction to turn. Let's go for money and maybe a fruit. We can get some steps back. Don't have a gem. We could get some items and then just hope that we can go around if we take the bottom to the east. Maybe we should do that. At least that starts us with something. Oh, they weren't kidding. There's a whole bunch of dig spots. I think that's everything. Alright, well, let's go this way. We'll see if we can make it around or if it's going to get cut off. It's going to get cut off. So do we want 2 items, some gems, or a key? Probably gems. That way we can draft some good things. Hello? What are you doing here? Anything? Oh, okay. A box next to this box contains gems. Both boxes next to this box contain gems. That has to be a lie. A box next to this box is true. That's a lie. So if this is true, then this has to be it. Okay. Always scared. There will be one time when I mess that up, and I will be very upset at myself. So we have the kitchen, the bedroom, or the hallway. We're going to do the hallway. It gets us up and to the corner. We will do the nook, which also brings us up and gives us a key. Nothing with the books. Magnifying glass. Okay, so now we need the dark room and the breaker room, or utility closet. So the corridor is always unlocked. It's orange, so why is the West Wing Hall not always unlocked? But that gives us connection to possibly the hallway. I just do that. And I really want a shovel. I don't know if the garden is the only place where you can get the shovel. Or if it could be in a different room, like the closet. At least this goes up. That gives us 2 paths instead of just 1. And we have to play the odds right now, because we are dangerously close to already losing this run. Okay, the den gives us the best option, and we get a gem. There's a trunk in here this time. Could have used the sledgehammer right now, but... What are you? A secret garden? We do the observatory, we can get the star. But also, what is the secret garden key? Finding it won't be easy. Oh, okay. Do I want to try this way first? Do chapel keeps us going up. Didn't make any. Didn't make anything back. Ooh, digging in a church? That seems wrong. Well, chapel. Okay, I think that is plain and plan, so we're at E. So, assuming that 5-5 is a T, we have 8 dates crack 8 safes. We're still missing the whole top half of it. Chance it for the courtyard, plus we don't want a dead end. Give me the shovel. No. Oh, we got the sledgehammer. I would have preferred the shovel, but that's okay. Hmm. Can I use a special key? Garden key? Does that work? Oh, it does. And then what's over here? The pool adds locker room, sauna, and pump room to today's draft pool. Or we end it. Okay. I don't want to use my last gem, but I don't really have a choice. Well, the secret garden is a special key, so let's go see what's over here. It's just a nice little garden area. What are you? That looks like the necklace that the woman was wearing in the bedroom photo. That's missing. I think that there was like a diamond or some kind of like a gem here. What do you do? You rotate. Which one did you rotate? You rotate the bottom. Which do you rotate? Middle. So where do we rotate the top? How is the garden like the only... Oh, it does have one at least. Like nothing in here. So if I... Can I grab you? Extra steps? If I move you, can I swing the whole thing? Will, like, the whole thing rotate? Oh, no, but having all the arrows go the same way works. Okay. So everything points west. That gave us a lever. What do you do? You open the door to the antechamber on the west side. Okay. Noted. Can I really not, like, just give me a step? Please don't need a key. What's the, Well, I didn't go into the observatory. I walked around it. We didn't go into the pool. Do I want to keep trying to go up? I guess this will be the end of the... Spread into each. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5. Spare room goes up. We have only 2 green rooms. Oh, no, 3. So maybe this will... Oh, never mind. We don't even have the gem to get it. So is the spare room always open, or is it locked sometimes? That answers that question. Are you locked? You are not. Security we can't do. Items. Key. So now we can go into this door. Garage has 3 keys, but that's a dead end. But we can go back to the pool or the observatory. I think having keys is important if we're this far up. Yeah, and then that's not green because we don't have the... Oh, do you have an oil spill? I have a large oil spill. I don't remember this being here last time. Same note, same note. Where are we? We're at 1-7? 6-7, so is that spine and pine, so an S. Okay. Well, we're a little stuck, but we have keys, so let's go back to the pool. Can't do anything with you. Can't go into the water. Drafting pool rules. The draft pool is the deck of potential floor plans. Each time you draft 3 random... Okay, we know that. The odds of drawing a specific floor plan may differ depending on the room. Some rooms are more rare than others. Okay. Floor plans added to the draft pool are removed at the end of the day unless otherwise stated. No running. Run around pool. Okay, so we can do the billiard room. Get some more keys possibly, or at least some goodies. Or we end it. So we have to do this room. Well, luckily it didn't take any gems. I don't know if you ever change. What is it? Plus, minus, times, divide. 1, 4, 11. 18 minus 16. 20 minus 10 times 2. 3 minus 1 is 2 times 8 is 16. More keys. Okay. Okay, corridor brings us up. We can't do drawing room. Bedroom ends it. Any items? No. I don't think we've ever had an item in a corridor. Well, here is the end. We don't have a oh, wait, no. Yeah, we can't do this because we don't have any gems. Breaker box doesn't help us any. We can open the garage, but that doesn't help us. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll do the bedroom, at least we can see it. Got 3, 6. 6. I'm guessing that's planet and plane, so it's T. Well, we found the key card. Although we didn't need it today. Wanted to write you a quick note. Thank you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt. I think we read this before. Yes, this was the clue to the billiards. I didn't think I had drafted this room, but apparently we had. Okay, well. Nothing we can do about this, although I do want to go back to the observatory. I was talking about green apples and then they appeared. What is today? 3. Okay, so it is going in order. So next will be 4, which was the diamond. So we'll get a gem. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. And so we're blocked, we're blocked, we're blocked. Okay. And there's no coat check today, right? Tomorrow, yes, I know. Don't have a choice. Gonna have to call it a day. We do have enough time, we can do another run though, so. The west-facing villa. Swing favored, well yeah. New rooms 4. That's good. Save and continue, please. I love puzzle games so much. And this one's actually pretty puzzly. Which is even better. Let's go out and see what we can do with this room. Shrine? Make an offering, receive a blessing? I don't have anything to offer you, I'm sorry. I will take the tool shed, though. Hey! Starting off with the shovel and the magnifying glass. Alright. Pretty good start. We don't have the root cellar, so the shovel is only going to be good for green rooms, I think. Where do we want to go? Let's try and go up the east side. I've only been to rank 4 on the east. Okay, well, I want that lockpick, that's for sure. The future Snowshoe is very happy with past Snowshoe who did this. Now we have the shovel, the magnifying glass, and the lockpick. And we just started. But now we have to try and make it over to the east side from here. I don't know what causes the trunk to spawn. Here or in the green room, the courtyard. Is it just an RNG? We have the lockpick, so maybe we should focus on gem? Anything extra? No. I keep looking. It's okay. The gems are in the white box. Statements with the word white are always true. The statement on the white box is true. Okay, well, they can't all be true. Which means that this has to be false. Which means this has to be false. Which means that this has to be true if both those are false. So the gems are in the white box. Whew, okay. Did it again, people. The lab has experimental house features. Oh, that's right. We did something on the computer. I want to see that again. Well, let's make sure that there's nothing to collect. Are there ever any goodies in here? I don't know. Kimberly, we read that last time. We solved this puzzle, which was push 3 up after 9. But that's all it told us. And then this said that we need the boiler room in order to operate this. But did I read you? Email can only be accessed via this. Okay, so that's false. So email can be accessed via other terminals, not just the security terminal. Yes, experiment. When you draft a hallway from another hallway, when you spend 2 or more gems drafting each time you eat an apple. Let's... Whenever you spend 2 or more gems, that'll get pricey. Hallway from a hallway, that's like just RNG luck on what you're drafting. And then eat an apple. That would just be random. Because even if you get the pantry, you might not get an apple. Let's try this. And let's do add a chest. Because I think it's only good for the day. Yeah, rest of the day. So if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it's fine. But we have the password now. Ah, good old 28 8-bit modem connecting. Staff services. Punch in, out, staff announcements, request schedule change, special orders. As of November 4th, all work has been suspended. All domestic staff has been placed on extended paid leave. Okay. I don't think anyone else has access to this network this month except you, Simon. If you're reading this, just know that we're all rooting for you, your friends and faithful service. Oh, that's nice. And today is Saturday, November 7th? Or this note was written. Dates are important, so I'm just going to write a little thing down here for random dates, and we are at November 7th. I'm going to assume it's month and then day because they had Christmas and it was 12/25, not 25/12. Schedule change. Yeah, special orders. If you would like to get a specific brand of gum or your favorite fruit, it can take 1 to 3 days. Place a special order. Oh. So we can request things to be stocked in the commissary? I don't know what the compass is. Magnifying glass. That's good. Metal detector I don't think we've had. The running shoes we got, but we weren't able to take advantage of them. They, like, I guess randomly don't cost steps when you go through a room. Shovel is great. Sleeping mask I don't care about. Sledgehammer. Haven't gotten a lot of use out of it. Let's do metal detector. Maybe that'll help us find treasure. Approve the order. Email. Currently, this feature can only be accessed via the terminal located in the office. Well, fine. Glossary? Literal glossary. Okay, well, I don't think we've run across anything that was unexpected or didn't make sense to us. Alright. Well, that's it for that. Now we need to hope that we get the boiler room. But now we are going west. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5. That's a dead end. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3. So you can see some, or one. Well, it says all 3. So why would you say all 3 if you could only see 1? So I'm guessing you can see 2, and 1's going to be blank? But it's a 3-way, or it's a 4-way room, so this should be pretty good. Because it'll get us north and west. August 22nd of 85, popular children's writer Marianne Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book Swimbird had been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. Marigold's second time winning the prestigious honor. Previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. She was no stranger to the public eye even before her literary success. The niece and closest living relative of Baron Sinclair. Okay. So she's the niece of Sinclair. Mary began using Marigold as a pen name. Hey, it is a nom de plume. free her from the political association that would make with the Sinclair family. Okay, so Mary is Marigold. So Mary is a Sinclair. So that means that our dad might not be? Or she married into the Sinclair name. And our dad, Daniel, was a Sinclair. Families are confusing. Let's see. Swimbird, author, never considered herself success. Gail Hermes, Herald staff writer. She confided my son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I had always challenged myself never to tell him the same story twice at bedtime. So as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there. Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, right? So that's the one that we read in the nursery, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red, a statement that has been held to much skepticism by many pundits. Viewed the book as rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. Okay. So we have the Red Prince and the Blue Prince, and they're saying, you're not writing a book, you're commenting on Red Party and Blue Party? Now we just have like random dates that I don't know about. August 22nd, 85. 5. January 27th, 86. November 11th, 86. And 1186. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard. Question: Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White. 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier, naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. No group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, widely believed by authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF. That down. RLCF. I have no clue what that is. Who also call themselves Children of Black Water. Okay, well that's not how acronyms work. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors. Statement released on Friday maintaining the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time the publishing house defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associated editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. We have November 17th. A lot of things happening in November. Marigold dropped publisher, local author, popular personality Marian Marigold was announced to split with a longtime publishing partner, Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold had past referred to as her mentor, friend, confidant. Marigold is the third prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher. Manning and White at a press function. Don't see anything hidden. Was seen at the corner. Suspicious bag under. Waved down a local man. Third major blank last year. It is anticipated. Blank charged by the Crown. Manning was the last person. Wow. Trial begins on Tuesday. Expected to last up to with grand treason. And now we have February 22nd, 87. Mary Matthew Jones, author, illustrator. Oh, okay, so she is Nee Jones. Pen name Marigold, last seen, close friend, 3:45 Friday, getting into a carriage, late luncheon. Date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Miss Jones never arrived home. The carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned, but have not deemed the case foul play. Out of character incident. At this point, we are seeking information. Goodness, more. September 2nd. Priceless jewels stolen, dramatic royal museum heist. Thieves in the royal capital of Fenares broke into one of the crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage. Access has never been granted to those outside noble circles, at least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds dredging for clues. Museum authorities said that they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall, brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, disabled the security system. By the time the militia had arrived on scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen, the renowned ruby crown of Orinda Aries, priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. These rumors are true. The evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated. The ruby crown was what the Red Prince wore, right? Orinda Aries. Okay. That was a large expositional dump, but that's okay. Learned a lot. Where do we want to go? Where are we at? Secret passage leads to the room of your choice or archive. Let's do secret passage. So we can do a hall, the green room, a bedroom, a red room, or a gold room. Let's do a green room and maybe we'll get a dig spot. Anything in here? No. Well, we're not doing that. Aquarium is every color of room? Oh, so that's why it counts as green? That would be fun, but we can't do it. Well, you give us 2 directions, though. Plus, aquarium. Ooh, a dig spot. Bitch doesn't give us anything. Hello, Fishy. Fishy works in an office. And the picture is still correct. And you're a bedroom. Can't tell what the yellow and red thing is. This way you count as every room because you have every room out. This is like the patio. And that's a hallway. And, well, you're a laundry room. I haven't seen you. Let's try east first. I wanted to come over to this side. Observatory. We can go down and then maybe come around. This is just dangerous, and I thought it was only going to be for that red room. I didn't know it was going to continue the whole day. I no longer want to do archive unless it's absolutely necessary. This gives us a gem and it goes up. So let's do that. And the first time we enter a bedroom, gain 5. So we can get other things. I just need to look at the end here. Our son Simon, your heir. So yeah, Daniel is... That means that... So Daniel is dad, but Daniel is a Sinclair. And then... Mary, or Marianne, is just a Sinclair by marriage. She was originally Jones. I guess why she's not on the family tree, since that was just Sinclair and Espen. Can we do a lockpick? You don't seem to be able to pick this one. No! Seriously? Okay, let's try this way. Alright, that one worked. We'll do a drawing room. Okay. You're gonna have to bear with me now because we have a whole bunch of dates. So we have 11/07. We have 11/17. We have September 2nd. August 22nd, January 27th, November 11th, February 22nd, August 22nd, 85, January 27th, 86, 11/11/86, February 22nd, 87, well, poo-poo on me then. Still can't do anything. don't know why you would be measuring the gates. Alright, well, guess we're going over here. We need to go north. West Wing gets us there. Corridor. It's us there again. Let's do a bedroom and get us away from the wall so that hopefully we're not getting caught. Plus we get some extra steps. So that's what I thought the secret garden puzzle was, but apparently not. Here. Well, we can't do the utility closet. Do the chapel, I guess. A little bit of money. Guess we'll try going over first. You know, I thought the lockpicks were actually going to help, and they have not so far. Hope for the best. Okay, we got lucky. A rumpus room. 8 coins. What's a rumpus room? Zoltar? Oh, well, you're Alzara, but look like Zoltar. You a Billy Bass? You're the same guy that was in the aquarium. Checkers, backgammon. Can't do anything. Where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, rank 6. Okay. That is still accurate. Big bishop. Can we insert a coin? What do you do? Flashbang us? Wow.
As it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag. stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Okay. That was an interesting cutscene. So we need to find a rogue moon door that has no key but is always locked in a place that we can't find. I mean, that seems pretty simple and straightforward. Clear as mud. Oh, we can't do the courtyard. We can do the spare room, and that'll get us over to the east side. Under the assumption that you are not locked. Oh my goodness. What can we do? We need to zigzag all the way back and start going down the West Wing Hall. See if we can find any keys. Yeah, take your coin, you greedy. Okay, perfect. Storeroom gives us key. Closet gives us 2 items, but it's not guaranteed to be a key, so I don't want to tempt it. So now we can go back to Chapel. Will be the closest room that had a locked door, I think. So the dining room gets us up. Under the assumption that that door is not locked. Please don't be locked. And if you are locked, that's fine. Just let me use my lockpick, because that's what they're for. Of course. Okay. And now we are going back all the way to archives. Which means this whole back and forth is going to ruin our steps, but we don't have a choice. Do I want to go this one? Yeah. Breaker box doesn't do us any good with locked rooms. And so we have to go with you. What are you? You're the boiler room. We have the lab. Okay, so we got some pipes to change. Got whalers. Can't do anything over there. This will reconnect to the den. It'll give us coins. Let's go for the closet. Maybe we'll get a key. Got a key and something. Compass. Drawing floor plans lead north more frequently. That would be nice. Okay, so does that swing down so that we can get across? Looks like there's an elevator over there. Alright, let's see if we can start getting power to some things. Turn you on. You go this way. You go this way. Okay, so you opened that door and you did this. That does not help me. Okay, there's that. So I can't do anything while that's going. So do we just randomly stop it and it'll be accessible? Okay, we want to keep that going. You on. I think I want you to go this way. Okay, turn you on as well. Don't cost keys, that'll help. Orange. Okay, so apple is 2, banana is 3, orange is 5. You like oranges? Do you have anything else here? No. Okay. Guess I can make you go up. No, I need to make all of you go up. Okay. Means I need you over there. Open that. I need you to go up. And then the one over here to go up. Okay. And then I can take the long way around and get back. Want it to go to the right. No, I'm looking at it. I want it to go to the left. want it to go through the archive room, because that should go to the lab. But I don't know if it'll go through the archive room. Looks like it does, though. So does this mean we have power now? Okay. And then it was 3 up after 9. What is this? We opened a locked room. Okay. The Blackbridge Grotto has been powered and permanently unlocked. Each day you may access one offline terminal from the network. Each day you may access one offline terminal. What? Okay. I don't know what to do. So if I go, okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 up to the dining room. And then if we use the key to go through the dining room, we'll get the meal. And that should give us some more. I don't have any new dates for you. Now I can use my key here. We'll take the courtyard. This will give us the rank 8. Which means dinner is served. I don't have the sledgehammer. Coin, give me a key. Can I have a key, please? Okay, well, now we can eat. Oh, and we have the aquarium, so we get 30. That's huge. So we're like at the top and can't access you. Because I only opened... No, I didn't open any of the rooms because we don't have the secret garden. How do I open you? You're not a keycard thing. Okay. So with the exception of the entrance hall, we're toast. So let's just go back. At least we can go outside and look at the grotto. What are we doing? Need to go to the lab. The den. Here. We still have steps, but we're not going to get anywhere. That'll end it. Let's try this one. Okay, well that doesn't do us any good. Well, let's at least go check out the grotto and see what that room is all about. That's a permanent upgrade. I don't know what it means to access a terminal offline. Oh, hello. You're the freaking server room for the house? I don't know what you do. A small data microchip. Looks like it might be able to be plugged in somewhere. Okay, it's another one. 100. Although I don't know why it's written like that. I don't know what the space is for. Admin key. Not found. Okay. Alright, well, those are all the names that I know of. Oh, well, I guess... Mary... Marion... Marigold... It's not Swang Song... It's any of the other names that we know... Not Simon. Okay, well, maybe we'll figure out that later. Any more notes? Just you. I guess we're just going to put you in. Does that change anything with you being in there? Nope. Okay. Well, we opened up that. I don't know how it's going to help us in the future until we figure out who the admin is. I guess we're going to leave it there. Wait, nope. I said that I would remember to show you... Oh, do we want to keep anything? Maybe we should check the shovel. If we check the shovel and we happen to get the root cellar, that might help. Okay, now we'll call it a day. So, yeah, lots going on. Just more and more mysteries, and we're not solving as many as I would like, but we did make it to the door of the antechamber. We've never been inside it. We opened the west door of the antechamber, and yeah, just ran out of keys, even though we had the lockpick. But man, so so many mysteries. So next time we'll continue with day 7. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Leave a like if you liked it. Feel free to subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything. Helps me out a bunch. Leave a comment. Let me know. Are you liking it? I will take any tips or, you know, little hints. Don't spell out any spoilers for me, please. But if you're like, hey, maybe you should check this room more thoroughly, you know, something like that. Just a little nod in a general direction would be appreciated. But thanks. Love the game. We're going to continue on, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.